Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today is the 5th of February 2022. If I could ask the usual opening request for a favour, and that's if you would please subscribe to the channel, that would be excellent and appreciated. Every subscriber helps, so I really would appreciate if you would subscribe. Thank you. Right, today then, the marvellous Grim Reaper. Going all the way back to the classic new wave of British heavy metal days here. Grimm Reaper, what a band they were back then. And now in this Grimm Chronicles box set, we've got the first three albums all together: See You in Hell, Fear No Evil, and Rock You to Hell. Great to have them all three in one box. It really is, to listen to all this. You just sit there and listen to all three back to back. Fantastic. Anyway, of course, back then, in the early 80s, new wave of British heavy metal was everywhere. Grimm Reaper were right at the forefront of that. And, these three albums are just classic stuff. Really looked good for Grimm Reaper all the way back then. The debut album, See You in Hell, is one of the great new wave of British heavy metals albums and indeed songs of all time. And quite a remarkable album. You got Nick Bocott's guitar, pyrotechnical stuff going on, huge gut-wrenching, punching, cutting, slashing, monster riffs punching every song along, and Steve Grimmett's vocals. Well, the geezer must needed a new pair of lungs after every session. Such is the power and effort that he puts into it. Phenomenal stuff. See You in Hell only runs at just over half an hour, but what a just over half hour it is. Every single of the 8 songs, hard hitting, proper heaviness. And if you listen to it, or if like me you remember it from the old days, it's not surprising that See You in Hell did so well for the band, particularly over in America. The follow-up, Fear No Evil, pretty much in the same vein as See You in Hell. All that big thumping heaviness. Plenty more of those monster cutting, slashing, gut-wrenching riffs. The solos are all over the place, and Grimmett's huge vocals. Just like See You in Hell, Fear No Evil did well in America, and the band were getting quite a name for themselves over there. And indeed, they were on the bill at the 1985 Texas Jam, which I believe the audience there was about 80,000. And also on the bill were the likes of Ted Nugent, Scorpions, and Deep Purple. So what a stage for Grimm Reaper to show off on. So surely after all that, 2 big albums, America success, couldn't go wrong, could it? They were going to be up there with the likes of Iron Maiden and Saxon and whatnot as new wave of British heavy metal era mega acts, weren't they? Well, you'd have thought so, but sadly not. All that momentum of the first 2 albums was then lost, given the not unusual scenario of legal and label related issues. And the third, we suppose best not go into that, but the third album, Rock You to Hell, didn't come out till 87ish, and whilst it is another excellent album, and like its predecessors it did sell respectably well, and saw Grimm Reaper tour America with Helloween and Armored Saint, after that Grimm Reaper sort of just fizzled away. And it's such a shame that they didn't go on to spectacular success when you listen to these 3 albums. All monster stuff. Even now, 4 decades later, all these 3 albums stand us up against anything else that you'd care to name. And it's such a shame that a band seemingly with the world at the feet, until all that legal stuff got in the way and stymied it for them. But it really is great to have all 3 of these classic Nawabum albums in one box set. Phenomenal stuff. Now, although the classic Grimm Reaper period ended here, Steve Grimmett did reform Grimm Reaper a few years ago, but for all those historical legal reasons, it's Steve Grimmett's Grimm Reaper, and it really sounds like the Grimm Reaper of old. I mean, the latest album, I think it was 2019, At the Gates, excellent album, check that out as well. But this box set, it's so good. 3 classic new wave of British heavy metal albums from what a band, Grimm Reaper. I will drop a link, as always, in the description to the box set on Amazon, so you can check it out as well if you'd like to. But if you're an old Nawabum era person like me, or just like outstanding heavy metal, you can't go wrong with this. You really can't. So check it out, as I say, link in the description below, as always. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. That really would be excellent. And as usual, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and of course, do take care.